Assalamu alaikum. So welcome back to another tutorial video in Endless Runner series of Unreal Engine 5. In this tutorial, we are going to spawn hurdles. As you are seeing the blue box, these are the hurdles, and whenever our character collides with the hurdle box, the game will pause, indicates that the character is dead and the game is over. In the next tutorial, I will make ragdoll death animation of that character, and after that we will also make a game over screen too. For that tutorial we will spawn hurdle with new method, and also we will set the game to pause whenever our character collides with the hurdle box. Let's jump into the tutorial, and also you can get the project files on my Patreon. So in this tutorial we are going to make hurdle. We are going to spawn hurdles, and in the previous tutorial we have done the endless spawning of the tiles and the spawning of the coins and money, and they are spawning randomly at different places, as you can see, and their scores are updated on your screen. So in this tutorial, similar like and that, we are going to spawn hurdles, and whenever our character overlaps or collides with the hurdle, we will pause the game. It means the game will over. But in the upcoming tutorials we will also make the game over end screen also. So first of all, in the content, and you will get all these files on the Patreon. So in the actors, let's create another blueprint actor class and name it hurdle, and we can call it hurdle box. So let's open it. Now right now we are not importing anything from outside the Unreal Engine. We will do it later, so that's why I'm going to use a simple cube as a static mesh. Simple cube and static mesh hurdle box, and let's give it a color blue. So go into the endless runner materials, and we can so in the previous tutorial I have created the basic material, so we will create a material instance and call it mi material instance hurdle box, and drag and drop here. Now we can change the color to something like blue. I think it's okay. So now and go down there, and we are keep it as it is, and we are going to enable generate hit events. So whenever our character hits with that box, the game will over. We can do this by overlapping also, but we are doing it by hit event because later on we want to apply ragdoll death animation on our character. That's why I'm keeping it as block called dynamic and generate hit events to true. So now go back in actors and BP floor. In the viewport, if you remember, we give 3 points spawn points for our coin here also, and 1 spawn point for money pickup. Now we are going to add 2 more spawn points, one here and one here for our hurdle. So these three arrows were for money pickup, and this is sorry, these three are for coin pickup. So our coin is yellow, so let's make it yellowish also. So we can simply copy that color, go there and paste here. So okay, and our money is green in color, so we are going to give it a green color just for the identification which arrows are forward. And now we are going to add two more arrows here. Let's duplicate it and rename it to what? Hurdle, and that one is okay, and give it a color of bluish. And now duplicate it and give it and drag it here. Move it a bit ahead. Now it's good. Okay. So now go into the event graph. So this logic was for spawn pickup money, and that was for the spawn pickup coin. Similarly, we are going to add a third pin in the sequence, and here we are going to add a node spawn actor from class. Which actor? That one, BP hurdle box. BP hurdle box. Now at what location we want to spawn? We want to spawn at location 2 or location 1. So every time we are doing spawn thing, we are doing it in a different way, just to show you different spawn methods. In here I used a random boolean method with branch, and in here I used random integer in range with switch on integer and to spawn pickup coin. And now I'm going to use array method, which is also simple and useful if you want to do a complex spawning thing. So, and right now we want to spawn hurdle box at this location or this location, but at one location on the tile. So it means at some tiles it will spawn here, and at some other tile it will spawn here. So our hurdle will not spawn at these both locations at the same on the same tile. So for that we simply make array and add here add pin here. So now we have two location points and we have an array output. Now simply get a copy and the random integer int range from 0 to 1. So because we have one, okay, I think I have to just, yeah, okay. So we have spawn location 1 at 0 index and spawn location 2 at first index. That's why we are going to do it. And from there we are going to get world location. Simply split it, plug it in here, And now we are going to, so now you can simplify the code by using that logic. In here you can see it's look like a big logic, but it's doing the same work as this logic is doing. And now you have three methods of spawning spawning anything in your game. So let's test it. Is it working or not? So go back here and now play it. So now you can see our boxes are spawning, and they are, so now there was one problem, which is as you see the boxes are halfway down on the floor. So for that, simply go there and pull them like up. Now it's fine. So now as you see, if we collide with it, it's stopping us to move forward. So it means the collision is working perfectly. So we want to pause the game whenever we collides with the hurdle box. So for that, we have to go back in the content in the third person and open our third person character blueprint and go back to hurdle box and on component hit here other actor cast to third person character, and whenever that box collides with our third person, that execution pin will fire up, and we want to pause the game. Let's set game pause. So right now we are doing the pause game thing. In the next tutorial we're going to do death ragdoll animation, and after that we will make a game over screen. So now you see, the moment I collide with the box, our game pauses. It means the death of the character is working fine. So we can now plug more death animation on it here. So now if I collide with now you can see that whenever we collide with the hurdle box, the game paused. It means the game is over. Now in the next tutorial, I'm going to make death ragdoll animation for that character whenever it collides with the box, and after that we're going to make game over screen. So thank you for watching. Till next video, Allah Hafiz.